Hey everyone, so today I'm going to provide a quick introduction into the topic of technology acquisition and implementation. So this is a decision-making process that we recommend and something that we use whenever you're considering purchasing and implementing a new technology. And we're going to talk regarding sports science specific technologies, but this can be applied to others as well. So we'll do a brief introduction. And a lot of this information was taken from this paper, To Tech or Not to Tech, from Wint and colleagues, and they kind of set up a great decision-making process and framework for implementing some of these technologies within your sport or within your team setting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to review the four-step process or the four primary questions that are involved in this framework, and they are reworded and based on our recommendations and how we view the correct process to acquiring and using new technology. But the first one is always going to be probably the most important question is what question or questions are you trying to answer? So before you acquire or start using a new technology, have an understanding of what question you're trying to answer and how that technology is going to provide you the information to answer that question or solve that performance problem. The second one being is, can you trust the information that that piece of technology is giving you? So that goes back to, is the tech valid and is it reliable? So that can be done through research in white papers and testing the validity and the reliability of the product, or it could be also anecdotally and or have those conversations with other practitioners that use those technologies as well. The third question is, do you have the infrastructure in place to manage the data, right? So if you have the technology in hand, you purchased it, you spent the money in order to have it within your program. Now, do you have the capabilities and the ability to manage the data and the information that it's giving you? Whether that's just on a simple day-to-day level or more advanced analysis. Do you have the personnel? Do you have the time or the money resources to manage that information? And then the last thing being, can it seamlessly be implemented into your environment, right? So can the information that you are getting from the technology be used and made actionable? Can it be done in a way where it doesn't interrupt your daily logistics and processes and operations? So those four things are going to be our primary questions involved in this decision-making process. And we're going to expand on this a little bit in later lessons. We'll go through each individual step and question, and we'll dive a little deeper into every single one of these. And then obviously the last thing is all of these steps really don't matter. You can cut off the process if the technology or the piece of equipment you're looking into is not cost effective, right? If you don't have the ability to pay for it. So that's obviously gonna super seed every single step in that decision making process.